Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Well, it's been quite a while since I put out a video, and quite frankly, I've just had a lot of other better things to do. This takes a lot of time to make videos, believe it or not, and do all this charting. Well, I still do all the charting. Things have just been a little bit, unless you're doing videos consistently every day, it's really hard just to, what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. It's really hard to rely on these things. And plus, I've just found that, there's always a bullish and bearish case to be made, really. So what's the point? Plus, my videos are, you really have to be looking at them. And it's not for a lot of people, but I'll still put some out every once in a while. Like right now, I do believe that we are now, believe this is the beginning of a wave 2 correction. I watch Michael Pizzino, and I like his take on the L8 wave pattern. What's the word I'm looking for? Why don't I know the word? Macro is the word. The overall macro pattern trend, macro trend in Bitcoin. I believe that we are in the third leg. Well, I'll talk about that in a second, but let's just talk about what's on the screen. So right here is I believe, a head and shoulders pattern here on the 30-minute. We're looking at the Bitcoin index on TradingView and the 30-minute time frame, and it looks like we are breaking the neckline. Target is right here. And what's interesting is when you turn on the Gaussian channel on the 30-minute, target takes us right down to the bottom. Well, see, we bounced off the top of the Gaussian channel here, broke into it here, broke through the neckline. Target is down at the bottom of this Gaussian channel, which is at 109,861. Now we're going to go to the hourly. Well, that would take us about to the top of the hourly Gaussian channel. And once we dip into that, probably go down to the bottom of it at around 107. Something like that. 107 and some change. Where would that put us? Maybe that's all we do. See, you got to keep up. You got to keep looking at this stuff and keep updating it. But I'm just showing you, this is a learning experience for all of us. Just showing you what I use to kind of gauge things. So if we did come all the way down to the bottom of the Gaussian channel, maybe we get a bounce here. We find support on this level right here at around 107 and some change. And then maybe if we do bounce somewhere, like in this area, like on this one of these fuchsia colored lines or this pink line, those could turn into a neckline of another head and shoulders pattern, and it could continue on. So anyway, I do think that we are coming down, and I've thought this for a long time, that it makes sense that we do have a retrace. I mean, we've been going up and up and up, and I've been waiting for this retrace back down to the 200-day moving average, and the 50-day, or the 50 days crossing up above the 200 day moving average right now for that golden cross that everybody's now talking about. And but we've seen this coming, and I look back and if you listen to Ben Cowan, he's been saying this, and often after we do have this, we do have a little pullback. So now would be the time. Also, if we switch to a daily, and I've been looking at this for a long time, the daily Gaussian channel. Oh, I already had it on. What the hell's wrong with me? Daily Gaussian channel. Bear with me in all these lines. That's another reason why I haven't made a video, because there's just way too many damn lines for a video. So, top of the daily Gaussian channel. I was looking for this correction. I mean, I've been looking for it for a while, and I thought it would occur, back here when the 200-day moving average was more in line with the top of the daily Gaussian channel. But maybe they come closer together. Maybe they come back closer together as we move on. I doubt it. But so anyway, they're all within a few $100 of each other. 93 something, 94, all the way down to 93 and a half. It looks like we got the also. Let me turn the Gaussian channel so we get the colors back together. So the Gaussian channels right now 94 is 062. Let's turn that off. And we got the 200-day moving average at 93,647. The 50-day moving average is 94.49, right about the same as the daily Gaussian channel. Then you got the 100-day down at 98.97. And that one there at 93,638 is the 21-week simple moving average. And the pink one is, I believe, and the pink one is the 21-week exponential moving average. Wow, so they're about to cross too, which is kind of interesting. Huh. Wonder if that means something when the exponential crosses back up above the simple, because exponential tends to stay closer to the price action, right, than the simple. And but it in our dumpage, yeah, because of our dump, it came way down. Yeah, right back here they crossed. Because the big dump we had down to 74. And then they stayed crossed until now they're crossing back up. So if anybody knows what that means, it's about to happen. I'm not sure. So you got all these guys, all these different moving averages hanging out right around 93, 94, and they'll be moving upwards. So 94, 95 looks like a good place to pull back down to. And this blue guy right here, that's the 55-day exponential moving average. And he's way up there at 96. We've used that as a support many times in the past. On the 30-minute time frame now, and another thing to note too is that we're getting a rejection at this fuchsia colored line here. And that fuchsia colored line, this is why I leave the lines on my chart. I do that way back here, right? Yeah. Back here, and I was looking for a Head and Shoulders pattern right here. And we just didn't ever really form that right shoulder. And actually, I'll clue you in on something. I took I took a little profit right here. It was really funny because I was looking for this right shoulder to form and for us to come down and dump. I was looking to get back in around 90 or so. So still waiting for that, actually. Oh boy, what can you do? But it was just a little bit. I have my main position, and then you just play around with a little bit. Like maybe how much? Maybe like 10% or yeah, about 10%. And so or was it here? No, I took. I think I. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Somewhere around here, around 95. And so anyway, the fuchsia colored line here is was the neckline for my Head and Shoulders pattern, and I left it here. And as you can see, not so much there. We just kind of danced around it there, trying to get above it. We fell away from it for quite a while, and then oddly enough, look at that. Came here and held it as support. It acted as support. Fell away from it a while again, although still going up because the line's going up. And here we're getting rejected from it. So, who knows? I forget what these other fuchsia colored lines are, but obviously there's some sort of a channel. I guess I oh, I remember now. So I put this one here as the bottom of a channel. And then at some point I was wondering if we could come down a little bit below that bottom of that channel. And if we did, how far could we go? And somewhere back here, I think this other fuchsia colored line connects. Maybe not. Maybe I have to go way back. I don't know. I don't know why I draw all these lines sometimes. But there you have it. Oh, by the way, so yeah. Look at these X's over here. So this is the way I thought things were going to play out. And I drew that. I did not make a video. Oh, here we go. I did not make a video after drawing these lines. Gosh, I gotta zoom in some more. Let's go to the 4 hour maybe. So I thought that we would, back here, continue up to this X. Come back down here. Come back up here. Come back down here. Oops, come back down to the red X. And then back up to the green X and back down here. So we did do that, but not in the time frame that I thought. First of all, we never made it up here, but we did come down to the red X. And then we came up here all the way up to this green X where we did consolidate, but it was way over here. It's not following my lines. My lines are too fast. And then we, after this consolidation, we got, well, we didn't really. We came up a little bit more, then pulled back. We never did come back down there. And then we came up to the green X. We did have this other leg here and came up to the green X, but way over here. It's so that was April 27th. We didn't get up here till May 11th. It was a couple weeks early. You know, so that's one of the reasons why I just stopped making those videos, because you can do these predictions, but things change. They don't always play out the way you think they're going to, and you know, whatever. So I was using this orange channel consolidation, or you know, movement within this orange channel as a guideline. But as it turns out, we more or less followed this other channel, which was started off as a neckline of a potential Head and Shoulders pattern. So, you know, what are you going to do? So now, at least, since we do seem to be following up here between these two fuchsia colored lines, maybe this does just get us back to 106, which is a green horizontal dotted line. And I believe that that is a previous, I want to say that's our original daily high. Or maybe it's a weekly high. Oh, well, it could be both. No, it would be a daily. Yeah, so that was our previous daily high from back in December. And went from whence we had a pullback, a pretty decent pullback. So maybe that means something. Yeah. So I think it does. So if we did get this pullback starting now, possibly heading into the weekend, back down to this fuchsia colored line. What day is that? That would be, oh, Monday. So potentially, yeah, I think maybe we will pull back down to here over the weekend, back down to our first daily high, see if that holds as support. And if it fails, then more than likely, well, if it fails, of course, we're going down. Otherwise, it wouldn't fail. But I don't know where. I think we're going to go back down to around the top of the daily Gaussian channel. And if we go through into that, then we could be looking for an extended correction, or at least sideways, for a couple months or something, or at least a month or two, or a few weeks. Not necessarily a couple months, but a significant amount of time, let's say. And that's right around 95 right now. So that's a key level that we want to stay above if we did correct. 200-day moving averages there, daily Gaussian channels there, and so I guess I'll just leave it there. I'm thinking we may correct down to this fuchsia color line right at around 106 over the weekend, and see if that holds. And if it does hold, I don't know. Maybe this just keeps going. If it does hold, let's follow this channel. Oh, that's the other thing. Remember the famous, the most important channel in Bitcoin history, the white channel. Now we've fallen way below that and now are just coming back up to it. And that is currently, if we went straight up from here, at 115, 116. So that could play a big role in what happens here. Once we break into that, I think we could run up to the top of the channel. That's up around 140. I mean, well, will be if by the time we travel through it, mid-June or whatever. That's the top of it's up around 140. And if we followed the fuchsia colored channel here, we could get to the top of the channel, 141, around the end of June. So that definitely could be a potential play here. Now, if that did happen, typically we do, pull back into July, August time frame. So if we got up to the top of the channel here, and then that would be, so that would be wave 3, but we still have to have a wave 2 correction, which we haven't really got. So I'm kind of looking for that to happen first. But that would be a pretty good wave 3. And then we get within a wave 3 of a wave 5. Now, then we get a pullback into August, September for wave 4 within a wave 3, and then continue. We get this pullback into, maybe we fall out of the white channel or just consolidate sideways in it and continue onwards and upwards out the top of the channel, maybe up to a couple hundred. Yeah, that's when we probably, once we exit the top of the white channel, that'll be more than likely a continuation of our parabolic rally. I believe we're probably beginning what this this bull market parabolic rally looks like, I guess. It's a little more subdued than the others. But yeah, maybe we get up here into a couple hundred K. That would be the top of our red channel here. Makes a lot of sense. And in reality, then all that we're doing is this is the red channel we've been traveling up in since the entire bull run, since 23, the beginning of 23. And if we get back up to the top of that, that would be around December time frame, up around 240 or so. And remember, that would be the finishing wave 3 of our final wave 5. So then we get a pullback and one final rally in the beginning of 26, I think. So we just did a lot of macro and micro and whatever. So here's the red channel. I'm scrolling back in time, and you can see that the red channel is pretty much enclosed the price action since here. It's actually since June of 22, I believe, right here. We came down to the top of the channel in June of 22, and since then we bottomed and have been traveling upwards in this red channel right here. Now we have fallen out of it a little bit, and that's what this pink line represents here, the lowest point that we've gone. And I think that even up here, and when we came down to 74, was that the lowest we went, or did we shoot through it? Oh no, yeah, we fell out of it, which was the end of the world. That's why that was the end of the world for everybody, because we did fall out of that channel right here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, almost a week. So what the hell was that about? Anyway, we came back up into it here, and the bottom of that red channel now is that's the 200. Bottom of the red channel is right here. If we went straight down right now, that's at 101. Now the pink portion of the channel, the extended portion of the channel, is down here. And that is at, well, that's at about 90, 89. So, you know, we could come down as low as that. In all reality, and still be good. I mean, if we did that, there would be just an extended sideways downward consolidation that would last quite a while. That's a worst case scenario. I don't think that's going to play out like that. Oh, the other thing is these channels going down diagonally like this. These channels this way. We do tend to follow those when we have corrections. So we could be seeing something like that play out. Like, see right here how we consolidated within this thing here. Like right here, we did the same thing. We kind of tend to hold these channels here going sideways downwards when we correct. But anyway, so if you sat through this whole thing, now you understand why I don't make a lot of videos anymore. But they're just a different kind of take on a lot of things. Now you know what? I haven't watched Michael Pizzino yet tonight, so I'm going to go watch him, see what he has to say. Oh, and the other thing, don't forget, there's a IRA company that's shilled on all sorts of channels, and they suck. I've had a bad experience with them. They wouldn't open an account for me. Something about the KYC process. When I gave them the same documents I've given everybody else, and not like I'm trying to trick anybody, it's all my legit info, and for some reason it didn't pass their criteria, whatever. I tried to contact them a couple times, got absolutely no response from them, no customer service whatsoever. They didn't want to have anything to do with me, and I'm just a guy. A crazy triangle guy, but I'm just a guy. And all my stuff is legit. I have, a variety of accounts, KYC accounts on Gemini, Kraken, Coinbase, whatever. So I just did a Google search for crypto IRAs. And I found out that, that other company that gets shilled everywhere isn't the only one. and I found Alto IRA. And Alto IRA has been great. The process was really easy for me to sign up. They use Coinbase for custody, and really, really, really good. And I've reached out to them once or twice. I forget why, but I got a quick response from them. They're always alerting me to new tokens that are added and stuff like that, and whatever. So I'm very happy with them. So check out Alto IRA, and they don't pay me for that. Who would pay me? There you go. They take one look at my channel and they go, no, dude, you have like 2 followers. Why would we pay you any money to advertise for us? So, okay. So let's see what happens. Anyway, I'm really excited, even though I'm still waiting for a little bit of a pullback to deploy some of my profits that I took at 95. Whoops. I'm excited. Yeah, about the next 6 months. I believe this will continue through the end of the year. We'll see our biggest gains coming up, and some pullbacks and opportunity to make money. And I do think that we should see this rally into 26. But that's a long time away, and a lot of things could happen, so we'll see. I think this administration is really we're going to see a lot of growth. May not always play out the way we want to, and we're going to have to keep on our toes, but it's going to be a lot of opportunity, let's say, to make money in this market. Okay, so we'll see you next time.